I was young and immature, not really knowing what to do, as well as raised in a church setting where a child out of wedlock just was not acceptable. I knew I had had many mistakes, but the shame I carried from all of it was so much more than I could bear at times. We got married mostly because it felt like the right thing we needed to do. In hindsight, there are a lot of red flags I should have listened to. Early on, when we were dating, my first wife revealed she'd messed around with an old boyfriend from high school. Though it really hurt me, I felt I needed to just forgive and move on with our relationship. My second son was born in 2008, right before things just really began going downhill. In 2009, I moved out after hearing my first wife had cheated on me multiple times. Not realizing it at the time and being a people pleaser, I was trying to go through it as smooth as possible. No attorney, we'll just work it out so it'll be cheaper. That was one of my biggest regrets. Everything would be fine as long as I was following what she wanted. I would buy extra things for her and the kids, change bald tires on cars so they were safe, and as long as I was still within reach of her control, she was okay. It took me years after to realize what was actually transpiring. That she had a hold on my life, and because I didn't get the proper help I needed, I fell right back into the same pattern by choosing the same kind of person a second time. It was Thanksgiving 2014 when I met my second wife. We had gone to the same High school a little over 10 years earlier, so I knew of her through being in band and her being friends with my younger sister. The relationship seemed to start well, but moved relatively fast, and there are a lot of things that just got overlooked as we begun dating, and very quickly I was living down at her house. I did not intend it to go the way it did, but still chose to go ahead, though God was sending me many warning signs that I continued to overlook. We were married in April of 2015, and for the first few months things were going okay. There were some nights she would stay out later with her friends, and at first it was not so alarming, but as it continued to happen more often, it became more concerning. It was then the fear really starting taking hold, as I would wake up halfway through the night with her still not home, not knowing where she was or if she was okay, and could not get a hold of her. Around that time we were looking to buy a house, and she was just starting a job as a bartender. Between my parents, my stepchildren, and I, we moved into our new home as she would have to work at the bar. Things began to really go downhill, and every time I would think something fell off and questioned anything I was made to be a crazy overanalyzing person. I experienced so many sleepless nights and pits in my stomach during this time. It was the first professional football season of my life that feels like a blur to me. Every day I felt a pit in my stomach, yet could never seem to find any clarity. A year or so later, after completely feeling like a crazy person to believe she was being unfaithful, I saw the proof that shocked me to my core. I was devastated and heartbroken for the unfaithful acts, but also for honestly believing I was the crazy one the whole time. She had accidentally left her phone at home when working overnight at her job when I came across what she had been doing. I had already come across stuff on her phone months prior where she was sending inappropriate photos to a guy online, as well as a note on her phone from a guy she was talking to while working for a bar and grill place. She half-heartedly apologized, but never meant it and was truly remorseful about it. I found out that she'd been having a 3+ month affair with a guy 20 years older than her whom she met at the bar she worked at when we first got the house. He was someone who cleaned horseshoes for a living and drove all over the place. After seeing his vehicle one time, I couldn't miss it any time I saw it. As a truck driver around the area, I would see his vehicle all the time. I simply couldn't get away from the reminders of what had happened. She would often go to the Moose Lodge till the wee hours of the morning and sometimes not come home until I was leaving for work. I honestly did not know what to do, so I packed up and went to my parents' house for about a week. Being raised in a Christian family where divorce was very highly looked down upon, it was hard to feel like there was even an option to leave. I knew what the Bible said, but felt such shame, especially over the thought of a second divorce, that I was begging God to help us work it out. I was only gone a week before I was back to where it seemed like things would get much better. Though I still was not getting the proper apology I was wanting or thought I should have, I just kept trying harder. I felt praying more, trying to be loving and kind and putting up with everything was just what I was supposed to do as the godly husband I was trying to be. God has called us to love, but not to be a doormat. To this day, I honestly still believe there were more times she was unfaithful than what I am aware of or was ever told the truth about. Looking back now after being lied to for so long, I have no idea what was true and what wasn't. She would have these cleaning jobs for different people and work sometimes until 4 a.m. in the morning. On one occasion, cleaning a guy's barn for a month or two, and it was anywhere from getting home at 1 or 2 to 5 a.m. in the morning. She even told me that the guy's wife had accused her of messing around with him, trying to get me to believe she was crazy for saying that. I honestly have thought since then, with all the other lies, that maybe that was a lie she actually told me the truth about, just in a disguised way. One thing I've learned about a truly narcissistic person is there are subtle ways they tell you the truth all of the time. You just have to understand when they are telling it to you. Most of the time, whatever the narcissist tells you, the opposite is the truth. But every once in a while, they'll sneak in a truth hoping you'll think it's a lie. Like, for example, she would constantly accuse me of cheating, deflecting onto me what she was actually doing. The gaslighting in conversations and the yo-yo effect of how they treat you gets really exhausting. As time would go on, it was just easier to try and numb the pain with alcohol or pornography, as I had fallen many times as a younger adolescent. The shame that it carried was just too much to bear. I will be 100% honest. During some of this time after finding all this stuff out, I went on a few dating sites, simply trying to find a way out. I was so desperate to not be in this relationship anymore that in my head, I just thought maybe if I cheated, then she would actually leave and I could be free. I had no actual desire to follow through with it, and God protected me from it, so thank God I never did. He literally carried me all the way through. Later on, God led me to a healing program that changed my life. It didn't just help me heal from the bondage of sin, but it opened my eyes to the major roots of rejection I'd faced my entire life.